Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Paddy Proudlock, and it is the player ratings from yesterday's 2-0 victory away against Brentford down at the Brentford Community Stadium. That performance was so comfortable and very, very easy for us. And yeah, it was just that simple for us in terms of our performance. It really, really was. Brentford, they were woeful. That was terrible from them. Them are in free fall. Pretty much the same with Everton, who, although I will say, were kind of robbed of a penalty yesterday, I must admit. And also Leeds as well. And we are now pulling away from those teams. We're sitting 14th in the table now, and it's definitely looking a lot more promising for us now. It really, really is. I mean, of course, Brentford reduced to 10 men. 10 minutes into the game, Josh Da Silva showed a red card. It's a red card all day long. I can't believe I've been hearing some Brentford fans, Paul Merson of all people as well, saying it's not a red card. It's a red all day. It's dangerous, and you can't go in studs like that. I think Mac Target's a little bit lucky he hasn't got a broken ankle, because that was horrific. Terrible. And Josh Da Silva is off. Straight red. Brentford down to 10 men. We had a couple of good chances as well through Chris Wood. He was a lot more better in terms of his performance. At least he was getting into the correct areas to get on the end of crosses. He should have taken one or two of them at least. He really, really should have. But as I mentioned, it was just so comfortable for us. Even when we started the game off very brightly as well, definitely. Took the lead through Joe Linton. What a ball into the box, whipped in by Ryan Fraser. The cross, absolutely superb it was. And there's Joe Linton just to get a bullet of a header onto that. Fantastic. Brilliant. Celebrated in front of our fans as well, and you could tell that meant a lot to him. Absolutely brilliant that was. It really, really was. Indeed. And then we'll go 2-0 up. Look at the strength from Fabian Schär to hold on to that ball, and making a run towards the box is Joe Willock, who receives the ball, and he just says, I'm slotting this in the top corner, and he buries that in the top corner as well. 2-0. Newcastle well and comfy in the driving seat in the first half of the game. Second half, again, majority of the times it was no goals scored in the second half, but again, it was just far too comfortable for us. Of course, Christian Eriksen does come on. Round of applause from both sets of fans as well, because he's been out of the game for such a long time, and that was a great reception for him, definitely. They brung Ivan Toney on as well, but it just didn't make a difference for Brentford. One shot on target towards the end of the game, and that was it. They are in massive trouble. They really, really are, definitely. But for us, it was just massive for us, and I couldn't have seen a more comfortable performance away from home in my lifetime. So there you are, definitely. Well then, I'm now going to get into the player ratings now. So start off in goal, Martin Dubravka, and apart from the save towards the end of the game, what did he have to do? Absolutely nothing at all. May as well have pulled a deck chair up. Because he just really didn't have anything to do, really, apart from one, and that was it. So I'm giving him a 7. Right back spot, and it was Emil Kraft, and it wasn't too. It was pretty okay, decent from Emil Kraft yesterday. More improvement from what it was against West Ham. I still don't rate the lad. We still need Mankio back in for Brighton next Saturday, but I thought that was pretty decent from Emil Kraft, so I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Left back spot, and that was Matt Target, and again, just a really, really another good performance it was from him as well. Certainly could bomb down that left-hand side, certainly could get a cross into the box as well. Had a couple of opportunities himself, which was saved by their goalkeeper, and again, what a loan signing this lad has turned out to be since we got him in. Very good performance. He gets an 8 from me. The two centre-backs, so first of all with Fabian Schär, and again, just absolutely solid once again. The way he just holds onto that ball and manages to play that pass through to Joe Willock was absolutely superb. It really, really was. And you can tell he's doing very well in the side lately under Eddie Howe. He really, really is. So Fabian Schär, he gets an 8. And alongside him, and that was Dan Burn. And again, just another very solid performance as well from him once again. 13 million well spent so far on this lad. And you can tell our defence is looking a heck of a lot better now. It really, really is, definitely. Just know what he can do to stop opposition sides from coming forward. He makes himself look big on that pitch. He really, really does. So he gets an 8 from me as well. Next, now into the midfielder. So first of all, Jonjo Shelvey, and again, just doing what he was always doing in terms of his passing ability as well. Had a chance for a free kick, which was caught by the keeper after De Silva was sent off. But again, Shelvey, in terms of his passing, is just really, really good once again, wasn't it? It just really, really was, definitely. So there you are. So Shelvey, I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Next player in the midfield roles, Joe Willock. And I've got to say, before he scored, he looked pretty quiet a lot of the game, I thought. But other than that, goal taken, absolutely brilliant. It was, received the perfect pass there from Fabian Schär. And he just looked at it and says, this is going right in the top corner past the goalkeeper. And he certainly did that. And now it's starting to see a lot more of the Joe Willock from last season when we had him on loan. Glad the performances are really starting to improve now, because there is something really in him. And let's hope he can continue to do that, particularly against Brighton next Saturday. So Joe Willock, he gets an 8 as well from me. Last player in the midfield roles, and that was Joe Linton. And again, just does what he always does in that position. And the goal he scored from his head, absolutely bullet header. Keeper had no chance. Probably had a look at the keeper and thinking, right, I'm getting my head on this. You've kept a few of our chances out so far. You're not keeping this one out this time, because I'm going to head this into the far bottom corner. And he certainly did that. And again, the way he just celebrated in front of our fans as well. What a player he's turning out to be under Eddie Howe. He really, really is now. So Joe Linton, he gets a 9 from me. Superb it was. Just again from him, definitely. I think the fans are just loving him at the minute. They really, really are. Even Joe Linton, he's definitely delighted himself. The performances are really, really up and now, which is really, really good, definitely. Got the goal. Let's hope we can see some more from him, definitely, as well. Now, into the attacking 3 up front. So, first of all, on the right-hand side, Jacob Murphy, and I thought he did well. I thought he did very well in terms of getting forward, in terms of getting crosses into the box as well. I thought he did very well, Jacob Murphy, I've got to say. And still well to fill in that into that position, since ASM is still out injured at the moment. But I've got to say, he's done really well to come in and see what he can do as well. So I'm giving Jacob Murphy an 8 as well. I thought he did very well again yesterday, Jacob Murphy. On the left-hand side, and that was Ryan Fraser, and he was my man of the match. He was brilliant yesterday. The crosses he was put into the box were absolutely superb. Particularly that one he put in the box to set up for Joe Linton for his header. Absolutely brilliant. On his left foot as well. Absolutely fantastic it was. And again, just another brilliant. He's just been brilliant under Eddie Howe as well. Just another player who's really transformed since Eddie Howe took over as manager of the football club. And it's just absolutely delighted to see that. It really, really is. Fraser, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, easily, because he was superb. The crosses he was putting into the box were absolutely brilliant. And that is why it's a 10 out of 10 for me, for Ryan Fraser. And last in the middle, and that was Chris Wood, and it was a lot more better in terms he was getting in the right positions to get on the end of crosses, but I've just said it was just the final bit, the finishing, that let him down. He had one which was saved by the keeper. I think he should have looked to have got that one, and that is the one I'm looking at and thinking he should have scored that one. and he had a couple of others that went over there off target. But other than that, it was a lot more better. He was getting in the correct areas, which was good. I'll give Chris Wood a 6. Because I thought that was a little more better, gone in the right position, but it was just the final end. It was just the final product that just let him down. But other than that, that's why I'll give him a 6. Into the substitutions. So first of all, starting with Bruno, and I was glad to see him get him a lot more minutes into the game from when he came on, and he just did very well when he come on, didn't he? Was unlucky, went for a curler shot, which just went past the post. But other than that, just really good, wasn't it? It just certainly was really good from Bruno, wasn't it? So Bruno, I'm giving him an 8 as well, because I thought he did absolutely very well when he come on. The last two substitutions we had on Jamal Lascelles, and we also had Miggy on as well, but they weren't on for very long, so I'm not going to mark them. Because they were on for pretty much less than 10 minutes into the game. But now we're going to go into the manager, Eddie Howe, and I'm giving him a 9. I thought he got that absolutely spot on again yesterday. Decided to give Bruno some more minutes into the game. He persisted with the same 3 in midfield because they've been absolutely fantastic. But he glad he brought Bruno on with a lot more time remaining, which was the really good thing. So that is why I'm going to give Eddie Howe a 9. He got that absolutely spot on yesterday. So that is my player ratings. Let me know in the comment section, do you agree with the ratings that I've gone with? If you were to change any of them, let me know as always. And why? Absolutely buzzing. We got 3 points yesterday. It's looking a lot more comfortable now going into the Brighton game. We can beat them. We can end our awful run against them. That is another opportunity we can win absolutely massively. So there you are. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, drop your comments in as always, and of course if you haven't checked me out before, please do hit that subscribe button. I shall catch you all later. Take care. Absolutely delighted to get that win yesterday. I said 2-0, and it was just absolutely comfortable for us from start to finish.